This is how to hand bead a motif using a freezer paper template. For this project, you will need a hand beading needle, beading thread, 1.5 millimeter long bugle beads in 4 graded colors. I got mine from jnsbeads.com. A roll of freezer paper, a pencil, iron and ironing board, scissors, a garment or fabric to bead, and an outline of your desired motif. The design I'm using came from a 1930s dress featured on the back cover of Threads. This is how to hand bead a motif using a freezer paper template. Trace the outline onto the paper's matte side. Add lines across and beyond the fronds to indicate the direction you want the beaded rows to follow. These lines help keep the bead rows in line as you add more and more rows. When the image is fully traced, cut the entire frond from the freezer paper. You can see how the lines that we extended show after the section is cut out. Once this is done, position the freezer paper with the shiny side still down precisely where you want the embellishment. Then, gently iron the matte side of the paper to adhere it to the fabric. A dry iron set at medium-high heat works perfectly. Now for the beading. Make a knot at the end of your single threaded needle. Stitch up from the wrong side to exit directly at the freezer paper outline. I want to go from dark to light beads across each row. Place as many beads on the needle as necessary to fill the distance across the template void. In this case, I'm using 4 beads. Then, insert the needle back through to the fabric on the opposite edge. Be sure to keep the beads aligned parallel to the direction of the lines you drew on the paper. To start a second row of beads, take a tiny stitch the width of a bead and bring the needle back to the surface on the same side of the frond. Add more beads and continue stitching in the same way. Once you have finished the motif, remove the paper by carefully peeling it off of the fabric. And there you have it, the first beaded motif. Repeat this process multiple times on a garment to get the look you want.